Reports claim Ecuador could have ended Julian Assange's asylum at its London embassy to improve ties with the U.S. One America's Kristian Rouz examines those claims.
UK! Hands off Assange!
Mass protests break out in London Sunday, demanding the immediate release of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, along with protections from his extradition to the US. This as Assange remains in custody, following his expulsion from the Ecuadorian embassy. Amid heated discussions over his fate, many observers have raised the question, why did Ecuador revoke Assange's asylum after roughly 7 years of his voluntary self-confinement? The whistleblower's attorney Jennifer Robinson says Ecuadorian President Lenin Moreno wanted him out since taking office in 2017.
With the change of government, with Lenin Moreno coming to power, and ever since then, inside the embassy, it's become more and more difficult, to the point where even Human Rights Watch said it was akin to solitary confinement.
Reports Sunday claimed Ecuador's decision to transfer Assange to the British justice system coincided with improvements in US-Ecuadorian ties. Last year, Vice President Mike Pence visited Ecuador and met with Moreno, promising deeper economic cooperation. And this past February, Ecuador secured an unlikely $4.2 billion loan from the International Monetary Fund and another $6 billion loan from the World Bank. Assange's embassy asylum was withdrawn shortly after.
I think has been treated incredibly badly, both by the British authorities and indeed the Ecuadorian authorities, who have broken, I think, their obligation to him.
Moreno explained the decision to expel Assange, saying the whistleblower has tried to use the embassy as a spy center. But former Ecuadorian Foreign Minister Ricardo Patino said Moreno's statements were purely political.
President of Ecuador Moreno has reached an agreement with the United States. They agreed to loans from the International Monetary Fund. In exchange, they agreed to two things: hand over Assange and end the process of Latin American integration.
Meanwhile, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said Sunday the U.S. is only interested in Assange's suspected ties to Chelsea Manning, who leaked classified documents to WikiLeaks. Although President Trump distanced himself from WikiLeaks, his earlier remarks suggest the DOJ is investigating if Assange's actions jeopardized America's national security.
I've been seeing what's happened with Assange, and that will be a determination, I would imagine, mostly by the Attorney General, who's doing an excellent job.
So far, Assange is facing charges of computer conspiracy in the US and a questioning in Sweden over an old sexual assault case. Meanwhile, protesters in London say it's now up to the UK to determine whether Assange's disclosures were a threat to national security or an effort to improve government transparency and accountability. Kristian, Rouz, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.